Okay, we're back at it again with another Widowmaker guide. So today I'm bringing you guys my settings, and yes, these settings are console friendly just for the simple reason that these are the settings that I transitioned to when it came down to making the switch from, of course, console to PC. So let's get started. I have a 14 sensitivity with an 800 DPI. Now, I don't know shit about DPI. I don't know much about sensitivity, but what I can say is this. I'm comfortable with my sensitivity and my DPI. So you shouldn't waste your time in the comment sections giving me a speech about why X sensitivity is good or bad, or why DPI lower or higher is good or bad. I don't care. Okay, this is what I'm comfortable with, and this is just what I rock. And when it comes down to DPI and sensitivity, you have to find out what works for you, which is why I haven't made a video on DPI and sensitivity for PC, okay? Because it's just something that you're gonna have to figure out on yourself. Like, I can't hold your hand for everything. You guys know what I mean? I have the default reticle. These are my settings. I'm not really gonna go into too much explanation. I've always said it, you know, reticle doesn't really matter. I mean, as long as your reticle isn't completely stupid and like the thickness of the reticle is like on max or none of that stuff, like you should be fine, okay? However, I don't like the dot on the crosshair the Widowmaker has when she's aiming down the sight, which is why my dot opacity is at 0, okay, and why my crosshair length is at 15, because I want to see the person's head in the crosshair. But enough about that. Let's talk about the hero side of things. I always have allied health bars turned on. This is a setting that you need to have on Widowmaker. You know, people would say, oh, this is a setting that you need to have with healers, for example. But I think this is a setting you should have for every single hero in the game. But of course, most importantly for Widowmaker, allied health bars lets you see the health bar of all of your teammates. So the reason why I have allied health bars turned on is because I know who to prioritize when it comes down to the enemy encounter based on my teammates' health as well. Like, for example, obviously I have my priorities and I know which people I want to take out when a team fight is about to start. But if I see that all of a sudden my Soldier 76 got jumped by a Genji, for example, and my Soldier 76 is very weak and he just laid down his biotic pad, instead of taking out the enemy Zenyatta that's by himself, I'm going to take out the enemy Genji. Okay? Because if the enemy Genji takes out my Soldier, that's one less DPS hero that my team has. Okay? And I can always take out the Zenyatta earlier on, specifically since I play quick play and supports are basically DPS in quick play. Okay? But yeah, that's the point of allied health bars. Okay? You just want to make sure that you're looking over your teammates, and if your positioning is good, if you watch my Widowmaker map guide series, your positioning, you know, should be good, and you should be able to watch over some teammates at times. Allied health bars is also very important when it comes down to support heroes. For example, if your Mercy is very weak, what you do is you grapple onto the high ground, you grapple onto a safe position, you create space for her. I'm going to make a more in-depth tutorial on this in the future. But the point is, you grapple onto a safe position and you spam I need healing so that Mercy comes up to you and she's actually safe from danger. So that's why allied health bars needs to be a must. Alright, it needs to be turned on. Like, it's not something that you should have it, you shouldn't, no, it needs to be turned on. Aim sensitivity while zoomed. This is something that just, again, works for me. If I were to play Overwatch, like, more consistently, because, like, I barely play Overwatch now because I'm playing too much Fortnite, but if I were to play Overwatch more consistently, I would probably put my aim sensitivity maybe like on 32, like that it's like even a bit faster. Because the more I played Widowmaker on console, the more I realized that I had to increase my sensitivity, because I just kept getting more accurate and accurate and accurate. And it got to a point where I would overshoot or I would undershoot, because basically, like, my prediction was so good but my sensitivity was so slow that I wasn't able to keep up with my prediction. So that's why I had to, like, keep increasing my sensitivity. And the same thing happened when I first started getting good at PC for a while, but I found that 28 is basically the plateau that I have right now, because of course I haven't aimed to increase my skills with Widowmaker. Grappling hook sensitivity, I have it at 80. I used to have it at 75. So long story short, you don't want to have the grappling hook sensitivity at 100, because then the grappling hook is sometimes not even going to go wherever you want, okay? And your grappling hooks need to count now more than ever, because for some reason Jeff was like, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Let's just nerf Widowmaker's grapple. For no reason whatsoever. Alright, let's just nerf the grapple. I'll probably make a video on that in the future. long story short, it's not a big deal that they nerfed the grapple. It kind of triggers me, but at the end of the day, if you look at it from, you know, an actual analysis type point of view, like it actually makes sense that they nerfed their grapple for a lot of reasons that I don't want to get into this video because that's not what we're here to talk about. Recoil Recovery aim, I have that on. I don't even touch that. Alright, I don't even know what that is. I've said this before in my other videos, but when I scroll my mouse wheel down, I like crouch down and then I go back up. So the reason why you want to do this is because you don't really want to waste your time. You just don't want to waste your time pressing left control to crouch. I don't know about you guys, but I have a really hard time pressing left control to crouch. Okay, specifically when I made the switch from console to PC. So by switching crouch to mouse wheel down, I was able to not only, of course, dodge the Widowmaker hits when they were about to shoot my head, but I was able to just crouch spam when needed very, very easily. Okay. And of course, if I want to stay crouched, I can just press left control. But if you're new to PC, what I recommend that you put toggle crouch to left alt. Left alt is the button that's on the left side of the spacebar, because left alt is very, very easy to press. Okay. Jump, I have it on space. I know some people like to have jump on right click, but that's not me. Okay. Ability 1, left shift. My Venom Mine, I have it on mouse wheel up. Okay, when I scroll my mouse wheel up like this, I throw my Venom Mine. I just have that just for simplicity. Okay. The reason why I have it for mouse wheel up as well, it's because it basically keeps my fingers on AWSD. Alright, I want to have my fingers on AWSD at all times. I don't want to take out my walking fingers from AWSD anytime soon, because I want to have full control of Widowmaker. Okay, and that's why I have my Venom Mine on there. Now, of course, I can just press left shift with my pinky. That's why I have my grappling hook on left shift. Okay. Ultimate. Okay. I have it on Q. Okay. I rarely use Infrasight like in the middle of like a super crazy hectic team fight. And if I do use it on a hectic team fight, I'm going to be in a position where I'm safe, obviously. So that's why I have it on Q. I don't really have it on anything. But if, of course, you are trying to get used to PC, you can put this to mouse wheel down. Okay. Interact, I have that on F. I used to have understood on F, but sadly they put interact on F for some fucking reason. I don't know. Quick melee, I have it on mouse 4 because there's no way for the life of me that I'm going to be pressing V. Alright, it's not a hard key to press for me now that I've gotten used to mouse and keyboard more, but yeah, the mouse 4 just helped out. And reload, I have it for mouse 5. When I first started playing Overwatch on PC, I couldn't even reach the R key. Sometimes I would get confused with the T, the 5 key, the E key. I just put it on mouse 5, okay, and it helped out a lot. Now that I'm able to press R better, you know, I might put my ultimate on mouse 5, but I don't know, I think I might just keep it on mouse 5. Like I said, I like to keep my fingers on AWSD with Widowmaker at all times because movement with her is very good. Last but not least, I have I Need Healing on mouse wheel down. This is a very, very important thing. Just because on the middle of a fight, I don't want to waste my time opening up the communication wheel and asking for healing. Specifically on PC. Okay, on console, it was just like really, really easy to do it, but on PC you just have to move too many fingers for me. And again, when I made the switch from console to PC, it was just hard for me, alright, to, you know, be pressing all of these fucking buttons. So I just made it very easy. You know, asking for healing is something that you need to do with Widowmaker from time to time, also to alert your supports of your position as well. So that's why I put it on mouse wheel down, and that's pretty much it. Alright, those are my settings for Widowmaker. If you guys enjoyed the Widowmaker guide on my Widow settings, make sure that you drop it a like, and I hope that these settings helped you out. I'm not saying these are the best settings, but these are the settings that are going to lay a blueprint for you so that you can find out what works best for you by sort of changing some things around that you like or dislike about my settings. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, and of course stay tuned for another Widowmaker guide later on in the day. Peace out.